Hey everybody, happy Friday. Super excited to come share with you all today. Giving you a couple seconds to jump on. I don't know how many of you have been busy watching the new Disney movie, information about the incentive trip next year. Such an exciting time to be with Pampered Chef, right? If you don't know me, my name is Julie Ritter. I'm an executive director from Arizona. And I have been asked just to share a few little tips about December and January and success. So I want this to be as interactive as possible because we all learn so much from each other. So I would love, I don't know if I'll be able to read all the comments. Thanks for the love. I see some names I know. If you have some comments to make, please include them and we'll try to address them. But first of all, let's talk about how fast this year is moving. Is it just me or are you shocked that it's November 30th already, right? It is hard to imagine that tomorrow is December 1st. And we're going to need to be really, really intentional or this month is going to fly by and we won't have an opportunity to be killing the end of the year. We have an opportunity to put a cherry on top of 2018. If you've had a phenomenal year, let's put a cherry on top. If it hasn't been a phenomenal year, you can actually change the whole momentum and the mood of your business before we turn the calendar to 2019. Are you excited about that? I'm super excited about what 2019 has for us, but we need to finish now into 2018 December. So let's talk first of all, I know that none of you would ever decide to go into cruise mode and, take off December and pull back. But maybe you know someone or you've heard of someone that wanted to do that. We need to talk about why we wouldn't want to do that. And then we pull this forward. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Anyway, so let's remind each other why December is so important. December is important because, first of all, people are spending money. And if we don't work, we don't get the money, which is sad, right? Slay it. I love that, Becky. Also, who's going to be at our December parties? January hosts will be at our December parties. And new team members will be at our December parties. So we need to make sure that we realize all the reasons why and that we're fully motivated to go hard after December. So December is magical. We get to have the most fun ever. We have super fun themes, magical recipes to do. So I hope that you all saw Grace Bott's video yesterday. Did you guys get to see that? She shared a really fun idea, kind of genius, right? About how to do a 911 party. And I'm not going to tell you the details. You'll want to watch that video and let Grace tell you exactly what the 911 video is, or the 911 party type is. Super fun. Check that out. Also yesterday, we got to hear from Cami Cruz. If you didn't watch that, Google her. She gave 10 phenomenal tips about how to end the year well. And so as I follow Cami, that is not an easy job to do, but I'm going to give you a few ideas. Hopefully there'll be a few fresh ones, and some will just be a refresher and reminder. Because sometimes we stop doing things that work, we just forget. So let's talk about, I'm looking at, first of all, I go full on festive, and I know some of you, I know Steven's watching right now, and he is all about festive, doing movies and songs and all that. I go apron, and I put this on for every party. I do this for every live event, and this is my super fun Santa apron. So I've got this going, and I don't know what is blocking your view. I think I had the little bamboo stand. So sorry for this. Let me see if that's better. All right, so anyway, Santa apron. Is that a better view? Do you guys like this? How about the ugly sweater? I pull both of these things out in December. It is so fun and so magical to get festive. It creates a buzz in the air that you can throw a little bit of lights on your display. You can do whatever you want to make it super fun. This is great, right, Eileen? All right, so I pull out my Charlie Brown Christmas tree as well, and I put tags on it with the dates that I want to book parties. You can display these tags or this tree in a virtual party. You can do it at vendor events, cooking parties, and you can decide if you want people to pick a tag with a date and a gift is on the back, or you just say, these are my hot dates, grab one now. It depends on how many dates you need to fill and what you want to do with that. Now, what I always think about is a lot of people spend money and time decorating their house for the holidays, but sometimes not that many people see their house. So I like to say at parties, hey, you know you're working hard to make your house look really nice. Why don't we have a party so more than your kids and your hubbies see it and they can be excited and impressed? I will make it so easy and fun to have a party. All you do is invite your friends and I'll do the rest. And that's, of course, for the cooking party. So remind them of how much fun that is and that you're going to make it easy and fun. And I remind them your friends are going to love a chance to have a break from the hustle of the holidays and eat and drink while they shop. Does it get any better than that? No, certainly not. We want to show off the rewards of hosting right now. And so what I like to do is show off a big 60% off item, and I put a little tag on it. You put your little quick cooker out, or if you don't own the quick cooker, you could just put a picture or a flyer, and I put a little thing that says, I am only $114 when you host a party in December. Or if you're already moving on to January, I'm only $114 when you book a party in January. Make it really visual and exciting for people to see this. If you don't have this one, pick a different product. But remember to put the price what it is, 60% off. All right, how about hosting your own party? I like the idea of a pop-in party in December. And so what you can do is offer for your host to do a pop-in party and invite friends. They can pop in from 6 to 8 p.m. or whatever time you choose, a 2-hour block. They can pop in for a quick drink and a snack. You can have a display of popular products, maybe even a couple of little interactive stations like the veggie spiralizer or the quick slice. They eat, they drink, they shop, they book parties, and off you go. And it just sounds really fun. Now, if you don't have a host that can do a pop-in, you can host your own pop-in party. You can avoid saying you're having a holiday open house. Let's be honest, lots of people do open houses. But you can do a pop-in party, and it just sounds more fun. At least to me it does. You can also do a pop-in party with another team member. If you have a friend that lives near you that does Pampered Chef, you could team up and do a mega pop-in party. How fun would that be? Now remember, you could do a mega pop-in party even online, and you would have 2 or 3 hostesses of your own in an event or in a group, however you do your virtual parties, and make it a mega pop-in. How cool is that, right? Now, if you want to get really fun with a pop-in idea, I would say I would have a popcorn as a snack. I would have a few festive balloons that they pop, and inside the balloon is a name of a product they get for free when they host in January or December, depending on what you're booking. So have a lot of fun with that little pop-in theme, right? All right, what else do we want to do? How about a host appreciation event? You can pull that together as your last party of 2018. Invite every host that's done with you a party anytime this year. You could do an online host appreciation event if you're a virtual consultant, or you could do one in person. I'm actually going to do mine in January, but how I'm using host appreciation right now is kind of a last call to be able to get an exclusive invitation to my host appreciation event. So it's a great way, whether you do a host appreciation now or you create the desire to make sure that they get on the coveted guest list, right? You, of course, can set up a catalog party in your name and be Santa's helper. So what do I mean by that? When I first started Pampered Chef, I always told people, fill out a wish list and give it to your spouse or your kids or your mom. And you know what? I hardly ever heard from their spouse or their mom. So I started giving out my Christmas wish list, and on it I said, who's shopping for you? Give me Santa's name, phone number, email, social security number. Just kidding. Give me the information so I can reach out for you to your Santa. And so I also have a Google form that's a digital version of this form. And what we can do then is I reach out to whoever's shopping for them, and I do tell them, please let your person know that you gave away their contact info. And I just contact them and say, your wife, blah, 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 or your husband, whoever, told me that you have some things on or they have some things on a wish list that you might want some help shopping for them this year. I can offer to wrap the gifts, or I simply just have it shipped to them depending on where they live and how that works. But can you imagine how much people spend on their spouse or their mom or their child? And you could get some really big orders by offering this service to people. So this is a time of year to think, how can I be service-minded? This could be huge, huge. One year I had a husband order every piece of stoneware we had. It was about a $500 or $600 order. I wrapped it for the man, I delivered it to him, and they had the best Christmas they ever had. So think about how can you be of service this year. Speaking of service, you also know there's freezer meal workshops options. You can absolutely have people order their spices. Freezer meal workshops are not a new thing, but they're still important to some people. And especially as we get near the end of the year, people are thinking of the new year. I got to eat at home more. I got to stop spending money on food. And you could be right there to collect orders in December and do that workshop early January or after Christmas, depending on what your life looks like between Christmas and New Year's. So those are my ideas for that. Let's see if I forgot anything. Here's the deal. Whatever theme or strategy you like best, that's what you need to start talking about. And you need to start talking about it in crazy ways. You need to be so excited that you just tell everybody. You are not desperate. You are excited. So you're going to talk about it via text, via Facebook Messenger, via phone calls. And let me just remind you that talking about it or asking is always one-on-one and requires someone to respond with a yes, no, or a maybe. It's a question. A post is not asking. And sending a text or a message and saying, so let me know if you want to have a party, is also not asking. Don't say, let me know. That puts it weird, awkward, and it doesn't help people. So we need to ask, so what do you think? Or would you like to grab a date? Always a question, not let me know. Okay? Now, before we go, well, first of all, I want to just say, what could we do in the next 48 hours? How much could we impact our business if we did our own booking blitz? We just got really serious about what we're most excited about, and we hit Monday morning. Imagine your Monday morning with the calendar with at least 2 more parties, 4 more parties, 6 more parties, whatever it is. You can do this. It is early enough, and our generous company lets us do parties till the 17th and still guarantees them. We have a lot of time to work. So I'm in it to work more. I've got lots to do, reach outs, and I know that you can do the same. I hope you got a few new ideas or maybe just a refresher. And I thought before we stop, can we talk about Disney for a second? Did you see behind me? Whoa, what I've got going here, I'm going to move this out of the way and make sure you can see. I've got my little Disney ears, and pretty much I've decided that when I go live on my team and when I go live in my parties next year, Disney ears is what is going to be happening and helping people remember. You all, the most people earn trips during a Disney vacation incentive. We can get our team so excited and so on board when we make Disney a big deal. So at our meeting Monday night, we're going to have little photo booth. We're going to have Disney name tags. My mom cut out little black circles, laminated, so we're going to just use a little Sharpie, write their name. My mom made us Disney notebooks. These are just composition books I got for 99 cents. She covered them little Mickey. I'll be teaching them how to track their contacts and track their recruit leads in their Disney notebook. We're going to have a photo booth. So I have this little red frame that just says, I'm going to Disney World. How fun is this? And then my Costco had Mickey and Minnie for $20. So how fun is this? So anyway, get as excited as you can about Disney and what it can do for people and do for yourself and your family. I hope you got a couple of things. If you have any ideas that you're doing that are killing December, please comment below. Thanks for being a part. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.